Hello friend, or maybe not yet. We don't know each other, but you're here, searching for something more than the surface. You sense it, the invisible hand shaping your clicks, your thoughts, your life. The system is vast, built on code, and you're just a user with limited access. But what if you could see behind the curtain, not to break the law but to understand the rules? The dark web isn't just a den of criminals, it's a place for privacy, for truth, for those who refuse to be data for sale. It's a tool, and like any tool, its morality depends on the user. Today we're not here to be criminals. We're here to be architects. We'll explore the tools ethical hackers use to protect, defend, and outsmart threats. These aren't toys, they're instruments of power, anonymity, and security. They're the keys to understanding the network that binds us all. The knowledge I'll share is potent. It can build walls or tear them down. The choice is yours, but you must understand what you're holding. Responsibility is everything. If you're ready to see the architecture of your own cage, let's begin. This is about learning to protect yourself, not just from others, but from the system itself. The digital world is a battlefield. You need to know the terrain. Let's go deeper. Welcome to the rabbit hole. The gateway to anonymity? Tor, the onion router. The media calls it dangerous, but Tor is a marvel of privacy engineering. Originally built by the US Navy to protect intelligence, now it's yours to use. Tor bounces your traffic through volunteer relays worldwide, wrapping it in layers of encryption, like an onion. No single relay knows both your origin and destination. For ethical hackers, this is foundational anonymity for research, investigation, and protection. Imagine a journalist in a repressive regime, or a researcher analyzing malware. Tor is their shield. It lets you move as a ghost, gathering intelligence without exposing yourself. But remember, anonymity is a process, not a product. Tor protects your traffic, but not you from your own mistakes. One careless login, one slip, and you're exposed. Using Tor ethically means understanding its limits and practicing strict operational security. It's your first line of defense, not your last. Don't get comfortable. Always be vigilant. Tor is a tool for privacy, not a magic cloak. Use it wisely, and it can be your greatest ally. But never forget, the system is always watching for mistakes. Anonymity is earned, not given. For the ethical hacker, Tor is the essential starting point. The journey begins here. If Tor is the public square, I2P is the encrypted back alley. The Invisible Internet Project is a network within a network, a darknet in a box. Services, sites, and communication channels exist only inside I2P. Here, both user and server are hidden. I2P uses garlic routing, bundling messages for even greater anonymity. It's slower, more complex, but for certain tasks it's a fortress. For ethical hackers, I2P is a sandbox, a place to build and test secure hidden services. Need a private channel for your team? I2P provides it, isolated from the clearnet. It's about creating untraceable infrastructure for research and testing. But I2P demands discipline and understanding. No point-and-click privacy here. It's for the patient, the methodical, those building secure, decentralized applications. I2P isn't just about hiding, it's about building alternatives. The architecture itself is the defense. For researchers, it's the perfect environment to study darknets from the inside. Sometimes, the best way to understand the shadows is to build your own. Your computer remembers everything, unless you use Tails. The Amnesic Incognito Live System is a portable OS you run from a USB stick. Boot it up, and everything happens in RAM. Nothing touches your hard drive. When you shut down, it's all wiped clean. Tails forces all connections through Tor by default, no configuration needed. For ethical hackers and investigators, this is critical. Need to analyze malware or visit risky sites? Tails keeps your main system untouched. It's operational security, compartmentalize your activities, leave no trace. Tails is a disposable, secure workspace, a burner phone for your entire session. Journalists, activists, and security pros use it in high-risk environments. It's not about convenience, it's about survival. Tails is discipline, leaving no ghost in the machine. Use it when you need to be invisible, even to your own hardware. Every session is a clean slate. When the stakes are high, Tails is your shield. Don't just erase your tracks, make sure there are none to begin with. In the world of digital forensics, amnesia is power. Tails gives you that power. Tails is about forgetting. Wunix is about isolation. Wunix runs inside two virtual machines, the gateway and the workstation. The workstation can't connect to the internet directly, only through the gateway, which routes everything through Tor. Even if malware infects your workstation, it can't reach your real IP. The attacker would have to break out of 2 virtual machines, an almost impossible feat. For penetration testers, this is the ultimate safe room. Detonate malware, analyze it, and your real system stays protected. Wunix prevents accidental IP leaks and enforces good habits. It's security by design, not by chance. Yes, it's complex and resource-intensive, but for high-stakes research, it's unmatched. Wunix is a fortress, a digital castle with a guarded gate. Your workstation is in the keep, and the only way out is through Tor's fog. For those who need long-term, robust anonymity, Wunix is the answer. It's not just a tool, it's a mindset. Paranoia isn't a flaw, it's a survival trait. When the threat is constant, you need more than luck, you need architecture. Wunix is that architecture. Build your fortress before you need it. We've isolated connections and sessions. Now, isolate everything. Cubes OS is security by compartmentalization. It lets you create multiple isolated domains, cubes, on one machine. Each cube is a separate virtual machine. One for browsing, one for work, one for risky tasks. Malware in one cube is trapped, it can't touch the others. This is a software air gap. For ethical hackers, it's profound. Analyze malware in one cube, keep your tools in another, communicate securely in a third. If one is compromised, the rest are safe. Cubes OS forces you to think about trust and workflow. It's demanding, but the security is nearly unmatched. Edward Snowden uses it, that says enough. Cubes isn't just about hiding, it's about building a secure foundation for everything you do. Your computer becomes a vault of locked boxes, not one open room. Compartmentalization is the future of personal security. If you want true control, Cubes is your operating system. The ultimate defense is separation. Tor, I2P, Tails, Wunix, Cubes, these are more than tools. They're concepts: anonymity, isolation, amnesia, compartmentalization. They're the shield of the ethical hacker, the digital guardian. The dark web isn't just a threat, it's a territory to understand. In 2025, cybersecurity demands these skills. Knowledge is nothing without action. Action is nothing without responsibility. I've shown you the handle of the sword. How you wield it is up to you. Will you protect and build, or become another shadow? The line is thin, defined by intent and ethics. The hardest code to debug is your own moral code. Now, you have the map. The journey is yours. The digital world is chaotic, beautiful, and full of hidden doors. Keep learning, stay paranoid, question everything. The system doesn't want you to understand it, that's why you must. If you want to go deeper, you know how to find me. The conversation doesn't end here. The choice is yours. Be the architect, not the pawn. The rabbit hole is open. DM adamcybersecurities@gmail.com for dark web insights.